All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Will DeFreeze. To my right, David Ruff.
Oh, what is up, Viz Nation? Where are my Vizzers at? Where are they? I just hypothetical.
I think they're at their desks right now listening to our podcast.
There's no better way to start a Monday, a work week, than thinking about that antioxidant vitamin C.
Mm-hmm.
And with the noted superfruit acerola.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No better way. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about having one after work.
I just want to bite into one of those superfruits right now.
Mm.
We got a special guest in the building today because Dillon's too busy getting thirst traps off in Mexico. None other than Too Much Dip's own KJ Ellis.
What's up, fam?
What's good?
Feeling invisible over here.
Wow.
That actually doesn't make sense because now I sound like I'm saying I'm invisible. But let's go with two Z's in that.
So was it invincible or invisible that you were going with?
Mm-hmm.
You just can't see me.
Oh, okay.
There it is. John Cena, of all people, tied it together.
John Cena's in like every other commercial.
Fast Furious 44 or whatever's coming out.
It's John Cena, Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
They are and then Jake from State Farm. Or whatever.
Oh, okay.
The dude whose arms are just grotesquely large and veiny and muscular.
I wasn't aware that John Cena was in the new Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And so when Dave started listing off people that were going to be in it, I was like, damn, we have Snoop Dogg, the Allstate guy, and John Cena in the new Fast and Furious. Let's fucking go.
It is Jake from State Farm, right?
Yeah.
He would fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the look. You've got to have biceps.
That's all you need.
He doesn't have the voice for it. That's my issue.
He lacks charisma, some might say. I said, forget about it, cuh.
How's everyone feeling today?
I'm feeling great. There's just a different energy in here today. It's just really, it's palpable.
Dude, today's different.
It is different.
It's kind of nice not having Dillon here.
Okay. I'll stand in Dillon's defense.
What the hell?
Hey.
You know, it's difficult to go on a trip and be ready, like thirst trap ready, before your card goes into the card reader.
Are the reports true that he didn't have a shirt on when he checked in?
Dude, he had a Corona when he was walking off the plane.
Did he bring makeup and like airbrush something onto his abs before he did the thirst trap?
Absolutely. He might have been wearing the T-shirt, the abs T-shirt that you can get on spring break.
I love it.
What do you think his DMs looked like after that?
I don't know, but he's solo on this trip.
Like a swim up bar.
At the swim up suite.
He's just chilling at Nobu right now, just drinking coffee.
You know, I can't get past the fact that he is solo on a trip in Mexico and is so out on the game of golf that he's not even going to go play.
Yeah.
A nice course. By himself, just fire up the Bluetooth speaker, listen to this pod, listen to Too Much Dip, listen to Club Cool, Sunday Scaries.
Thank you.
Maybe brunch.
Maybe brunch.
There you go.
He could listen to brunch. And he's not doing that.
No.
Because he's so out on golf.
No, I asked him like early on when he planned this trip. I was like, so what do you want to do on this trip? He's like, I want to do nothing. He's like, I want to bring a book, drink some coffee. Like that plan got completely derailed the second he walked into the room and tossed on his sun hat and ripped the shirt off.
Well, you're missing a step. He walked into the room, set up the tripod, put his phone on it, hit record, walked back out the room, came in and did like the whole HGTV intro shot. Like it's the first time he's been in the room. It's like, oh, what's up? No shirt, full-length mirror right in the shot. It was pretty impressive.
I saw where a lot of people were wondering, like, is he on crankcation? And I'm not sure that's a thing.
What else do you do in a hotel room when you're alone?
That's a great point.
I mean, I don't do that, but I've heard that's what other people do.
Just
I respect that.
downright wrestle.
He sent me a video yesterday because his room is sick. I mean, we all saw it on Instagram. It opens up to the pool, very sick. And he sent me a video of the room, like doing a walkthrough of it. And he was like, okay, like that's the last thing I'll send. And I was like, dude, you're not like bugging me. Like I'm not jealous that you're on vacation. I literally just got back from being on like an anniversary trip. Like I'm not complaining mentally that
you better not send that shit to me.
Yeah, you're in a different boat.
I'll fly down there and I'll swim up to that suite and scare the heck out of him.
He's hanging out with beautiful babies, and you're just swaddling them.
Right. Last night was a rough one. My man's was hungry.
Was he feasting?
It was it was the classic. I can't do anything to make this baby calm down at 3 a.m. As I'm like just standing there. Here's a thirst trap in my underwear, just like trying like all these different little rocking and like getting.
Yep.
He's spitting out the passy. and there's nothing.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
As a father, and what am I am I in limbo right now?
Father to be.
You're pre-dad.
So I'm pre-dad, and
Okay.
when the baby's crying, like, is it a dick move if I just put on like my noise canceling
No.
headphones?
It's not an option.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just sit. I can't just sit there and like at least dampen the
Oh,
sound.
okay. While you're in the room attending to that,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
saying
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey,
No, I'm not saying
put in the reliever. You're up, Sally." Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just zoning out over here.
No. Can I just toss them on? I don't even need to listen to anything just to dampen the noise a little bit, or is that like a bad look?
No, I brought this up to Alyssa because I don't really like to brag or to discuss our finances publicly, but I do own noise canceling headphones. And what they do is they cancel the noise first and foremost. And I was like, why don't we just put these on? Because that's part of the worst thing is he's screaming so loud and it's jarring and it throws you off. You feel like you're in Verdansk and you're just pinned down.
You're
You're just hearing everywhere. Somebody just stunned you.
Yeah.
Somebody threw smoke out of nowhere.
You think Klein's got your back, and all of a sudden he's running somewhere else? Like,
Klein's over there with deployable cover.
I'm looking for a babysitter.
I think you can do it, but you obviously you can't just put them on and like zone out like the last scene in Dazed and Confused. where he just gets in bed and throws the headphones on and slow rides blaring.
No, I'm imagining more of like I'm cutting the grass, which as we know I don't do anyway. But
Right.
But
you're a turf guy.
I might just put on some of those things.
No, that's to answer your question. Yes, you
Okay.
can do that.
Okay.
But there's something. KJ knows more about this than I do, but there's something to like learning like which cry what the cry,
Yeah.
like connecting them with like what works, and
That
it's
makes
like
sense.
oh that's a I'm hungry cry, oh that's a I'm overtired cry, which is the most frustrating because it's like are you overtired? Because I just put you in the crib and you didn't go to sleep, so I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah,
Normally that's a situation where you just got to hold them and then they fall asleep, and then if you're me, you're scared to put them into the crib because you don't want to wake them up. But 9 times out of 10 you're fine. So. We just lost our audience. I apologize.
Whatever. Should we do
Sorry.
some programming notes?
Let's hit it.
First and foremost, go follow Circling Backpod and Washed Media on the Grom. Leave a review and 5-star rating. Tell a friend about the podcast. If you want to see our beautiful faces doing this podcast, you can always head over to youtube.com/washedmedia. That's youtube.com/washedmedia. And mash that subscribe button. We put every episode up there. Also, Bit Madness. Fill out your brackets. There's a link on Patreon, Reddit, in the Discord, anywhere you can find it. We're going to start it a week from today. We didn't feel it was right to do it without Dillon here, so we're going to delay.
And he just didn't do his bracket. So.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
He went on vacation like last Tuesday, really.
Mm-hmm. Mentally, yeah.
Mentally, yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm the worst about the pre-vacation like zone out.
You do have pre-problems.
Mm-hmm. I'm a pre-dad. Also, happy International Women's Day. Shout out to all the Will mommies out there.
Ladies.
Randy.
Hello, ladies. Val Venus.
You baking a cake for him, Randy?
Randy
He says he already has.
Randy's showing up to Camp Will mommy dressed like Kurt Russell and Chris Farley in the stripper skit.
Okay.
It was Patrick Swayze.
It's cool.
And they were at Johnny Rockets.
Dude, I saw Patrick Swayze in a trailer for something the other day, and I couldn't
Rest in
remember his
peace.
name. All I could think of was Kurt Russell.
Rest in peace, Patrick Swayze.
I
Yes.
was going to say, what trailer?
It was an old one.
CGI.
Yeah.
Hologram Swayze.
It's produced by Orion Films. As
Dude,
well.
have y'all seen? Are you Roadhouse fans?
More so the Texas version, but I've seen the movie.
You like just spitting your peanuts on the floor?
It's the only way I can keep those with allergens away from me.
It's the only way. Will, was it you who had a friend who had a peanut allergy and walked into Texas Roadhouse?
No, it was me who had a friend who had a peanut allergy, who I brought to a restaurant where they give you free peanuts and everyone throws them on the ground.
And it wasn't Roadhouse?
It was not Roadhouse. No, it was called the Mitchell Street Pub in Petoskey, Michigan, and I will say,
I know that place, yeah.
yeah, it's great.
Oh, yeah, man.
Great.
We went down to the UP and then, I'm sorry.
Had some pasties.
I don't know were you in Canada before
I
you
don't
went
know.
down to the UP?
Yeah, man. I'm very impressionable.
Also, Patreon schedule this week. Shouts to all the patrons out there. We got Bachelor tomorrow. Ooh, what do we have tonight?
I was about to say, it's the finale?
No, there's 2 more weeks.
Oh,
I don't know. Are we getting After the Rose tonight?
No, tonight. To be honest, I don't know. But we're recapping it all on
Fantasy Suites?
Patreon tomorrow.
Oh,
Fantasy suite. We get the F suites.
Okay.
fantasy.
Maybe they'll have an
Sweet.
Airstream, an XL Airstream.
Yeah, what are they going to do for the fantasy suites this time?
Cabins, probably. I guarantee you're going to get some sort of like quarters that are out back, and who knows why they were built.
A Lincoln-esque cabin built with Lincoln logs.
That'd be tight. We also got R&B radio tomorrow, I think. I don't really know what their schedule's doing. Who knows?
Don't care.
Also, Friday voicemails. Get in, get out for $5 a month if you need to. Go make it happen. We put some free previews of both Bachelor and voicemails on the
Sneaky
free feed
pre.
last week.
Little
It was
taste?
it was just very sneaky pre.
Little taster.
Little teaser.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite teaser?
Probably Mott Sticks.
Really?
Whoa.
I was not expecting that.
I'm a Mott Sticks guy.
Marinara?
I've got a terrible opinion that mozzarella sticks and gravy go well together. You can shout out Chicken Express for this opinion because I will get the
White gravy?
White gravy, correct.
I don't have any issue dipping pretty
Ooh.
much anything in gravy.
Yeah, that's
If it's in gravy, I'm eating it. I'm trying to feast.
do not make a baby gravy joke. Please do not make a baby gravy joke.
I'm not. I'm trying. My mind is trying to like process the gravy with the mozzarella stick.
I've never had it elsewhere. It's just it's a byproduct of ordering that as my side at Chicken Express.
Putting the gravy on the mozzarella.
I've probably asked this question on the podcast before, but KJ was definitely not on when I asked it.
Definitely not.
If you go into a party, whether it's a Super Bowl party, but it's at someone's house,
Okay.
and so it's like a potluck thing, and you see an appetizer on the table there, like what do you know that you're going to go way too hard on?
Spinach artichokes probably
Okay.
A top tier.
Okay.
Other than that, I feel like I'm just taking all sorts of shots at Brett this morning, but I'm chips and definitely not paste salsa guy for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to answer this question truthfully. It's whatever has not been touched by everyone else.
That's a very Dave Ruff answer.
Like whatever is just kind of getting overlooked and like maybe the lid's still on it. Like that's going to be my thing. I'm going to be first, and I'm going to go all in on it. And then I'm going to just kind of look at the other stuff and be like, yeah, there's one little Southwestern egg roll. Looks like it's at the bag. No one's touched that.
Quick follow-up. How much do you trust the homemade stuff versus somebody who showed up with like store-bought cookies and sets them on the table? Like, would you opt for the store-bought because you know what you're going to get?
Good question. I'll always err for the homemade cookie.
Okay.
It's just obviously they're different. Unless they went to like what's the place in Austin that Tiny Boxwoods has the cookie bar or whatever.
yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll go on
Very
record.
niche. They have one in Houston too. Highly recommend.
I'll go on record saying I think it's the best cookie I've ever had. I just love them.
I haven't had them.
They're incredible. We've got a very well-known cookie place in Harbor Springs, Michigan, and I would have rode with them pretty much through anything until I had one of the cookies from Tiny Boxwoods, and now it's just my favorite cookie.
I respect that.
Sorry. Hey, Tom's mom, you're done.
Oh.
Are you canceling them?
No, I'm not going to cancel Tom's mom. I still really like it.
Tom's mom?
But Tom's Mom's Cookies is what it's called. Ever heard of Rachel Ray? She did a little feature on it one time. Pretty big for the city as a whole.
What's she up to?
Saying OVOO all the time. Or what is it? Evo? Not OVO. EVO.
I was gonna say, she
She's
thinks that new
Drake?
Drake slaps
Yeah,
just as much
exactly.
as I do.
She's running with the 6.
You catch that new Drake, Dave?
I did.
First 3 tracks are heat.
See, I didn't want you to talk about it. I wanted to wait 3 weeks for Dillon to bring it up.
I know. I was surprised that he even listened to it when it came out on Friday. When
He was a little too early on it for my liking.
He's a sneaky Drake guy.
June's Thug Plug.
Yeah, it's going to be way over.
You guys heard this? It is Rick Ross,
Yeah.
Ricky Rose featuring Drake. That's my Dillon impression.
It's good. Before we get into it, let's talk about Sunbasket real quick. Getting dinner on the table quickly does not have to mean sacrificing nutrition and quality. With Sunbasket, you can actually have it all every single day. It's 2021. We don't have to worry about wearing pants for the short term, really.
Right.
Yeah. You don't have to commute, and we'll be darned if you have to worry about eat healthy resolutions. Sunbasket wants you to have your healthiest year yet, and they're making it easier than ever. Their fresh and ready meals are just $8.99, so they're good for you and your body and your budget. Dave, you love these things.
I am a noted fan of this stuff. This has been huge for us leading up to the birth of our son and after. I mean, because, you don't have all the time to cook, man. Sometimes the kid's freaking out over, God knows what. You can't talk, so you don't know. So, yeah, you need to fire up a Sunbasket. They've got the ones that you don't have to do anything. You just throw them in the oven or in the microwave. Then they've got the ones that take a little bit more time, but not a lot. Just maybe one or two little things you got to chop up, mix in. It's fantastic.
I think the first one you're talking about is their fresh and ready meals that come freshly prepared and ready to heat up in as little as 6 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes in dad time. I mean, that's just quick.
That's nothing. That's a
I'm
blank.
still pre-dad, but yeah.
You're pre-dad. You'll get it one day. KJ and I can relate.
You know.
Every Sunbasket meal is filled with only premium quality real food, including organic fresh produce, antibiotic and hormone-free meats, and sustainably sourced seafood from suppliers that they know and trust. Their chefs have won Michelin awards and even a James Beard Award.
It's big time.
Did you win the James Beard Award?
I should have.
You should have.
I should have. Dylan probably thinks a Michelin award's like about tires.
Is that, is it truck month?
Oh, dude, that's sick. I think I got Michelins on my car.
It is the same Michelin, though.
Is it?
It's very confusing. It's a little confusing.
Well, one of them's for fine chefs, and then the American version is just tires.
Exactly.
All you have to do for these is just heat and eat, which means no prep and no mess. Right now, Sunbasket's offering $35 off your order when you go right now to sunbasket.com/steam and enter promo code STEAM at checkout. Sunbasket.com/steam and enter promo code STEAM at checkout for $35 off your order. That's sunbasket.com/steam. Enter promo code STEAM. Time to recap this weekend in fun, baby. I mean, Dylan usually starts us off, and since you're in the chair, I think we're throwing it to KJ first.
Man, in good tradition, I'll say I did absolutely nothing. I loved every bit of it. But aside from that, Friday was pretty chill. I think I dropped into Verdansk, end of the night, probably on a low note. Who knows? Weekend drops are always hit or miss. But Saturday is pretty much what my future weekends will entail until I reach the end of this journey. I'm going all in on the phases of dadhood, and right now I'm doing my DIY journey, trying to just figure out how to use the old hammer and nail. Right now I'm building a.
Are you stacking them bales?
Hey man, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. That's
Am
what
I
Daddy
right?
always
Am I
said.
right?
Why do they need a hammer and a nail to stack bales?
I don't know.
I feel like that's
I don't
just like
know
muscle.
how that.
I don't
But
know.
I'm trying to build a little partition wall in my garage so that I can create a little workshop for future building endeavors. I've got a list of things that probably won't get done. But yeah, that took about 8 hours on Saturday, give or take, collectively, which I realized when you've got a 7.5-month-old or whatnot, the other decision maker in the house doesn't love that. I'm just like, hey, you got Saturday covered, right? I'll be in the garage and peace out. So that was Saturday. Saturday night.
I'm scared of that time in my life.
It'll happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll happen. Saturday night, I did something, many people are saying I wasn't going to do, but given that your boys had some recent bouts that's given some antibodies, I stepped out for the first time, met a few backers in IRL. Solid time in Dallas.
Let's go.
Solid time in Dallas. Great people. So Sunday was pretty chill, a lot of recovery. I did visit a place called Shields. And this is hashtag not spawn, but there's an outdoor sporting good company that's like from North Dakota called Shields. If you've been to, I don't know, name the biggest store you can think of, Nebraska Furniture Mart, I don't know, 2 Costco's stacked on top of each other. That's what Shields is. There's a Ferris wheel, an operating Ferris wheel in the center of it.
Let's go to Shields.
Where is this?
Up in the poorly named The Colony.
Oh. Yeah.
Little town Warren Buffett's just throwing tons of money at to build a bunch of shit up there, but that's a whole nother level.
Worst branding, the Colony or White Settlement?
Dude, White Settlement shocked me
Yeah.
when I saw it on the map when we were moving Sally into Fort Worth. I was like, oh, let's go to the Lowe's over here. And let's go to the other Lowe's.
Jesse.
It ain't good.
Jesse.
But
Come to my settlement, Jesse.
I will be back. I will be back for sure to Shields because I don't even know where to start. Everything from a live, like you can buy a bowling ball, of course, why not? And then go test it out because they've got bowling lanes. Golf simulators.
I might have to be the
Shooting
guy that
rooms.
buys their own bowling ball if I ever want to bowl again.
Because you don't want to put your fingers in those random holes?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's a commitment. That is a commitment. I will say I thought I saw Dillon, or better yet, I thought I heard Dillon because they do have like an indoor batting cage, and someone was just in there just beating the piss out of some balls in the batting cage.
Yeah.
So
Putting
it's
on
quite
a
an
show.
experience.
You got to get to the game early, man. See the guys take BP.
Exactly. But yeah,
I'm very interested in this place.
it's worth a trip.
Also, man, I guess my invite to the Backer meetup just got lost.
Okay, yeah.
I guess that's fine.
Dude, the thing is, you totally would have made it there too.
Yeah, I mean,
there would have been no blowback of you trying to go meet up with the 10 people.
Yeah. Come to think of it, my permission slip was not exclusively signed for this event, so I probably should be a little more low-key on how I present what I did. I was intending to go to a buddy's to watch the fights. Ended up at Backer meetup, so yeah, a little mix-up in communication. But good point.
Those things happen.
It happens.
Those things happen.
I don't know what I did. I think I just hung out at home.
You just have the fuzzy brain?
I think I dropped into Verdansk, and I think it was one of those games where I had to bail like halfway through.
Why is Verdansk hit or miss on weekends?
No, it was just because the kid was losing his shit.
Oh, so. I said that just because I feel like competition steps up a notch.
On the weekend?
Friday night, Saturday night, as opposed to us dropping like in a random Tuesday evening.
I wasn't sure if it would be more popular on like a weeknight because people aren't going out and doing stuff, or if it's what's the deal? I don't know.
Could be all in my head. Who knows?
I definitely have, when I play FIFA online, I have things in my head that I make up where I'm like, oh, like if I play earlier in the day, then I'm going to be playing like British people who are better. If I play at night, I'm going to be playing Americans who are shittier at the game. But that probably makes no sense at all. I don't think
it doesn't.
I don't think your nationality has anything to do with how good you are at a video game.
No. But I get it.
Did
you drink any bourbon with any Coke this weekend?
Oh, I had some bourbon last night. The what you got me.
Oh yeah.
The what is it? Something Creek.
I don't remember the name. Dillon.
It's honestly a top 3 bourbon for me.
Dillon did the legwork when it came to choosing the bourbon because I'm not a bourbon guy.
More of a core guy himself.
He's gonna hate this pod. He's gonna be bored at the pool later and be
like, you know what?
I'm gonna check it on the boys right now, and then he's just we're gonna ruin his vacation.
Look, don't flash your well manicured 6-pack on the gram if you don't want the squad to roast it.
Mommies are going back and checking their screenshots of his story to see if the proportions are off.
They're like texting. Can they see if I screenshot a story?
Everyone wonders that every time they do it.
Yeah.
At least if you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really do much. I watched the All-Star game last night, watched the fight Saturday.
Yep.
I watched the early prelims, the prelims. The thing about the prelim is it's prelim.
Well, I was actually going to mention something about the All-Star game that I didn't realize, is that all the stars are there.
All of them. All of the stars.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I hear more about that on today's Too Much Dip, which will feature Will for a moment.
I was going to say,
just sit in on the whole thing.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I didn't see much this weekend.
It's fine. People just tune in for the banter.
This weekend, yeah. Well, so this weekend, I did what everyone loves to do over a weekend. I got to move this weekend.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a special shout out to my guys, Corey and Pablo.
All right.
They were our movers. They went absolutely off. They fit a couch through the stairwell that I didn't think was going to be able to go through that stairwell.
That's always the big question.
They did have to do something that I could tell kind of killed them inside a little bit. They walked over to me and they're like, "Hey man, is there any way you can spot us while we're bringing this couch up the stairs?" I was like, "Absolutely." Dude.
Yeah.
I was wondering how much you tried to participate, because there's always that, even when you get movers and you're like, I know I could move this on my own, you still don't, you feel, you don't want to be emasculated. So you're like, kind of like, oh, hey, do you need any help? And they're like, no, we're good. And you're like, so you're just kind of hovering, because you don't want to be that guy.
This guy is absolutely that guy. Anytime that situation occurs, or let's say I'm selling something on Craigslist back in the day that somebody needs to come pick up, man, I'd help you, but some injury flared up right before this. Yeah, I had to call you guys in. I'm hobbled. I really wish I could help you. So otherwise, I will be way too involved.
I gave the offer numerous times, and they shut me down every single time until the couch came into the equation. And it was like, yeah, we're gonna need you here.
Did you offer them a beverage, a beer, maybe?
So they arrived at 8:00 in the morning.
Okay.
So I did not offer them a beer. I did go to the gas station midway through, and I offered them. I was like, anything to drink, guys? Coffee, water, whatever. One of them asked for a Gatorade.
Yeah.
And he did something that I haven't heard anyone do in years. He said, make sure there's a lot of sugar in it.
Okay.
I don't like he's like, I don't like those zero products. And I was like, all right, let's ride. Let's go.
He's looking for that glucose.
Respect.
You're sweating a lot. You got to replenish.
Yeah, it was a good move.
I would have asked for a liquid IV, but that's just me.
I had plenty on me. It was all packed up at that point, though, so
Yeah.
it was probably a good thing.
I realized the other day that we're going to have to dismantle our crib before we move it.
Yeah.
So you're not moving into a new house. You're just going to take your current house apart.
Yes.
Cool. Dude, I did something big yesterday, too.
Can you imagine just brick by brick?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, we're tearing down the drywall today.
Yep. Yeah, put it in the pile over there in the backyard.
When we put it back together, it's going to look nice.
That's why I keep mine on wheels.
Dude.
That's terrible.
So, yeah, yesterday, I added something to the resume yesterday. Mounted a TV.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a TV
Achievement
mounting
unlocked.
guy now. I'll admit, didn't go well. Had to call in reinforcements. Had to call my brother-in-law Drew over.
Oh, no. Like called them in physically to come assist?
Yes.
Because of the size of the TV or because of the job you had done?
The situation at hand was not very conducive to me figuring it out. And by me, I mean someone with no knowledge of tools.
Okay.
And so, yeah, what we were putting it on is a tile fireplace that
All right.
already had holes drilled into it. And so our main issue was like, okay, which of these holes can we use? Which can we not use? The depth of which we had to work with behind the actual surface, not great.
Okay.
Not great. And so we had to get different lengths screw. It was just a nightmare.
Okay.
Luckily, went to Ace Hardware, and I was introduced to someone who referred to himself as the Screw Man. Probably a 70-year-old
Hey,
man.
Screw
and
Man.
Screw man.
he's like, yeah, they call me the Screw Man. And then we were like, oh, yeah, everybody or just the people at the store? And he's like, no, it's not a double entendre.
Okay.
All right.
Screw man.
It's like, dude, chill out, Screw Man. But he set us up
Jeez.
real nice. So, yeah, it took us a little bit of time. Had it been just on drywall, I could have done it by myself, no questions asked. But because we had to do it on this, it took about 3 hours. It was kind
Well,
of,
that's not terrible.
no, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. It wasn't a DIY project in my garage, but overall, yeah.
What percentage are you feeling like good about it? Like
Like if it falls off, like is it
yeah,
gonna
like
fall off the wall?
how comfortable are you with what's going on right there now?
I'd say there's a 20% chance that this TV falls off the wall at some point. Not soon
It's 1
necessarily.
in 5.
But I think that by the end of our lease, I'm just worried it's going to fly off the wall.
No.
Maybe not because of the mounting, but maybe the tile that's on there, that might just come off the wall.
The
Because
tile
TV's
makes me
heavy.
nervous, but you're probably fine.
Yeah. I will say that what'll happen, it'll start slanting or sloping. Like it's not just going to up and fall off.
Luckily for me, I was really excited to turn the TV on and see something for the first time on it and like our new place and feel really good about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna catch the end of this Arnie Palmy right now. Yeah, it was already over. Long gone. I did have 2
It was exciting
Pacificos
ending.
throughout the process, though. Drinking
yeah.
beer while mounting a TV just feels good.
Yeah.
Feels different.
What is your cable provider situation and what is the internet situation? Because I know that was controversial.
You know what, Dave? I'm glad you asked. Our internet is we are no longer AT&T people, and based on the location of our new place, yeah, it's a great thing. And based on the location of our new place, what we found out very soon was that high-speed internet doesn't really go down there.
Oh.
And so we're on Spectrum right now on their highest plan. We are not doing their cable because I can confirm that we are cord cutting.
Hit it.
Let's go.
There we go.
This cord's been cut.
Yep.
Well, welcome to the club.
So I announced long ago on this podcast that I was cutting the cord and going with YouTube TV. And after my 2-week trial was up and we decided to cancel our AT&T service, they quickly let us know that that was not going to happen under any circumstances. And so it was a very, very welcome move in that we got to finally go over to YouTube TV.
Yeah, welcome.
Just
I mean,
the interface.
I'm pretty satisfied. There's a little bit of the user interface that I'm not crazy about. I'm still using the Samsung, like my TV remote, and it takes a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit slow, but the fact that I can be doing something in the nursery with the baby and, pull up whatever I was just watching on my phone or my laptop or the tab.
I need to see.
Very friendly.
Watching on the iPad's a game changer.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm watching a soccer game and I have to go to the bathroom real quick. Yeah, I'm going to finish out the half sitting down there and watching on my iPad.
When I was prepping for my colonoscopy, I pretty much watched the entirety of the Cowboys-Rams game Sunday night on my phone.
Evacuation. No missing.
I mean, there was some missing, Will.
My number one benefit to that entire process is the fact that you didn't have to call and wait on someone to install. You never have to call and like, troubleshoot through some company. Let's say, like, you know, the losing regional sports networks did suck. But if ever I wanted to be like, you know what, I just don't need cable this month, or we're switching providers, like, I'm done in 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care if the cost is the exact same, but I'm completely done with having to, like, jump through hoops to get small things done.
It's wonderful.
So,
you can also share the account with 6 different emails.
Yes.
So we're paying about $20 a month for YouTube TV. Major shouts.
My family plan has been spread quite thin.
Yeah, we decided early on to do that. Very happy with that choice.
They did increase. There was a change where you could spread it with like there were only 3 screens at a time, and that included the entire family. So like national championship games, Super Bowl, like it would become an issue. Mm-hmm. But I believe they were like increasing the price and changing that to where you could have like unlimited screens going. So you'll be good.
Yes, let's go. None of the above. Fuck it. Cut the cord.
Wow.
Do you think that's what Zach De La Rocca was thinking about the entire time he wrote Guerrilla Radio?
No, it's about the option of voting for Al Gore or the son of a drug lord, George Bush.
Oh, okay.
His words, not mine. But if you look into it, just that's all.
I was kind of bummed that the Battle of Mexico City was like not actually like a fight. I thought it was going to be like Fight Island or something, and it turned out just to be like an album.
You wanted to see Zach versus Tom? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want to fight Zach. No. He seems like a scrappy. He's a scrappy little fucker. Yeah,
I'm fairly sure he did a celebrity death match, right? He had to.
He had to.
And maybe they fought each other on it.
But if you tried to fight Zach De La Rocca, like if you try to like grab his like hair, like it's just not going to work.
No.
He's going to go crazy on you.
And then
I love him so much.
Next thing you know, like there's like a flag on fire. You're like, what the hell? Totally.
He might just stab you with like a flag.
Tom's over there playing like his guitar, making like weird sounds.
I went to Harvard.
Oh, he could make it. He could probably make a sound with his guitar that would like end up like it would like paralyze your brain.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh my god, what do I do? I don't know if that's what it would sound like.
He's just mashing on the pedals. All right.
Shouts to Rage. That's all I did.
Season 3, episode 11, confirmed.
Who did he fight?
Yeah,
that's
was it Fred Durst?
Without having to watch the whole video. So I'll get back to you on that.
Cool. Perfect.
Did you know that show got old quick, Celebrity Deathmatch?
100%.
First season was like cool, then the novelty wore off, and you're like, yeah.
Oh, they fought the machine. What the hell am I thinking?
Oh, okay.
Tom and Zach De La Rocca fought.
Kind of genius.
Robot. Oh, man.
What else?
That's it.
What a weekend.
Your boy cooled out last night. I did dip into Stanley Tucci's show after a million people recommended it to me.
How was it? Because I have my own show niche in that same niche that I want to bring up to. I'm glad you mentioned that.
It's a great show. Okay. But if I could enter the steam room real quick, I would like to do that.
There's no reason you shouldn't have that steam on that pour.
You want me to just do it?
Oh, here you go.
David,
you
go.
Get over here.
No, not you too.
Stay over there, David. I'm good.
Okay, thank you.
I like to watch.
It's a great show, but the only way you can watch it is on CNN. And while I don't really have any beef with CNN, the constant CNN branding on the show takes away from the relaxing aspects of it. Like you have these beautiful scapes of like Italy, these vineyards. You have like, old women making pizza. Like it's just this very calming, peaceful show. But in the corner, you just have this giant red CNN logo. And that's fine. You can get over it eventually. Until you get to the commercials, of which there are many.
Yeah.
And if you're watching the commercials on demand or on YouTube TV, all the commercials are for Stanley Tucci's fucking show. And I'm like, yeah, I'm watching it right now. You don't need to tell me to watch it more. Like, I'm watching it right now. And I don't understand. It's just really annoying. I know it's all automated.
I can't pull over anymore. Yeah. I've got similar feelings about scrolling through like the Netflix catalog and seeing their Netflix logo on 90% of the shows. I'm like, okay, hey, you guys put out great work, but like, let me pick some without knowing it's a Netflix original on 90% of your catalog. The show I was going to mention, I didn't realize this had come out in the summer, like mid-quar. Selena and the Chef. It's on HBO Max.
I've watched a couple episodes of that.
Having not really known much about Selena Gomez outside of her music and
Grand Prairie Zone.
Yeah, Grand Prairie Zone. I knew that part.
Home of the Gophers.
She sang Closer, executed it well. I don't know if you've heard the tune.
Which Closer?
In the backseat of your Rover?
Yeah, that one. And
Or
the Kings
Trent
of Leon
Reznor.
cover. That
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Because I would listen to that one.
It's basically her in her own kitchen, a couple of her friends at her house who quarantined with her, but then she will get on like super HD Zoom with a few different chefs. She had Anastasia, who was I never remember her last name, but she was on Bachelor from last season, right? She came in as whatchamacallit's like friend from home consultant instead of family showing up for the for Tasha's season. Ben.
Oh, he had like some. Yeah, he had some like.
He had
yeah,
the
I
chef.
remember that now.
So she was doing an episode, and Selena comes off really, really personable and likable in this show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, yeah, she is very likable in this show. I never didn't like her, but the show I was like, oh, she's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can hang out with her.
She can't open like difficult jars, and then she immediately goes back. I have lupus. She says this like 4 times in the show, so it stands out. She's like, "Oh, jar of pickles. Sorry, I can't open it." And one guy like tried to make a snide joke about it, and she was, "Yeah, I have lupus."
Oh, jeez.
I
Shout
love
out to
opening
lupus
jars.
awareness.
There's nothing better than just opening a jar.
If you can, like a jar of pickles, that pop is so. Oh, it's just.
That's how you know it's fresh and sealed when it pops.
Yeah, they say
If
don't.
it doesn't pop,
You
might wanna stop.
I'll take the jar over the biscuit opening process. We still have not improved that.
oh, why is that? Yeah. Oh, no. If all my sardine people will know this one. The canned sardines for your dog,
Your
like
Sardi boys?
for your pup, and you got to peel the thing back, but like it'll cut you if you're like, and you can't reseal it, so you're trying to not spill the sardine juice because it's gonna stink and it's gonna make your hands stink.
Chef Boyardee had that similar approach in some of theirs old school.
Yeah.
For some reason, you can microwave these, but they're metal
It
containers.
doesn't see,
that
that probably
never
killed
sat well with
millions.
me. Never sat well. Let's hear from our friends over at Public Rec. Ever heard of them? Think about the joggers we wear, like, that aren't Public Rec. These are kind of joggers that you can't really wear out because you look like you're just wearing a pair of sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
With Public Rec, you don't even have to worry about that. These things are just, they're good-looking pants that fit like sweatpants.
They've got the comfortableness. They're very comfortable is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. The fit, the style, they've got pockets with zippers and no zippers, but these things are just great. The length can be too long or too short on the old ones, like on these other sweatpants. You never know what you're dealing with. I have to cuff some of mine because I'm a short leg boy. Sometimes the waist feels too big or too small. They're just not great. But with Public Rec, you don't even have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Everybody looks good in these.
Everybody. Public Rec makes leisure wear in waist and inseam sizes because comfort starts with a better fit. My favorite pants are their best-selling all-day, everyday pants. They're a more stylish alternative to sweatpants and more comfortable alternative to jeans. I put these on for the first time, right out of the box, tossed them on, went in front of our full-length mirror, and Sally was on the couch, and she looked over and she said, "Whoa, those fit you really well. Those are good-looking pants." And then I told her, I was like, "You want me to blow your mind right now?" I went full Gwen Stefani. I was like, "Let me blow your mind."
Okay.
And I was like, "These are sweatpants."
Whoa.
She had no clue what hit her.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
You did her like that.
I did. What?
I
They
can't
do look
tie
good
it back
on
to
you.
spider webs. I was trying to,
Yeah.
so I just didn't speak.
Just leave a message and I'll call you back.
These are great for lounging at home, looking sharp at work, heading to the bar, everywhere in between. Dylan's not here, but I know that Dylan did wear these to a party once.
Okay. Dillon parties.
And no one knew except for Dylan.
Are we sure Dylan parties?
I don't know if he parties. That's a good question. Like we said, the all-day, everyday pant comes in waist and inseam sizing, so they fit short guys, tall guys, and everyone in between. They're made from a breathable, stretchy, moisture-wicking fabric. You can wear them all day, every day, and they'll look brand new. They also have zipper pockets, so no more having your phone fall out when you sit. That's becoming a bigger and bigger issue as
I
these
hate
phones get
that.
bigger.
Yeah.
It's just not good. And they also come in 9 different colors, one for each day of the week and then some. Now you can get your whole wardrobe from Public Rec because they've even got comfortable shorts, T-shirts, Henleys, polos, hoodies, jackets, and even golf gear. Public Rec rarely discounts, but right now they have an offer exclusive just for Circling Back listeners. Go to publicrec.com/circling and use promo code CIRCLING to get 10% off. That's Public Rec, R-E-C, and use our promo code CIRCLING for 10% off. Can we talk about the main event? What everyone's been talking about? The Bath and Body Works fight.
Oh shit, this is bananas.
Bed Bath and Beyond Body Works.
I'm still doing Gwen Stefani bits over here.
That's fine.
Leave me be.
That's fine. You a big Blake Shelton guy too?
Okay, now we're done.
He's so talented though. He's a really cool guy.
He had 2 internships. He got where he was deserved to be.
When I saw there was a
Bootstraps.
BBW fight, I thought there was something else that was about to happen. Who's mobbing at Bath and Body Works this bad? This happened like 2 days ago.
Do we know where this, like, what state or city we can put this on the ledger for? I'll look that up if we don't.
Imagine you're just
Florida?
out.
Like,
Florida's the
Valid.
guess. Second guess would be like a Houston suburb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with an Ohio fight, but I'll get the answer here.
Based on the wardrobe of one of the young ladies in the fight, it seemed warm outside.
Oh, surprise winner, Scottsdale.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
That
Stand your
checks
ground.
out.
It's a
Yeah.
stand your ground state. Imagine you're just out in Scottsdale, beautiful Scottsdale. It's probably like 61 degrees and sunny. It's probably like 9 a.m., right? The store just opened, and you're out there just trying to cultivate a look that feels modern and tropical, and then you just see this mollywop go down. Like, what do you do?
Bust you in the head with body butter.
You're just there trying to like, you've got like 20 coupons like in your email that you've never used for like 20% off, and you're just trying to get something like a pillow or like, you know, like anything.
Does this
They've got
include
everything.
lavender and mint, or just the lavender scents?
That's the great question. You're just out there trying to strike a balance between traditional and contemporary.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're in a fight for your life with the entire staff.
Yeah, you're pinned to the ground by the manager of Bath and Body Works.
I was bummed to see this wasn't over a mask, but it was mask-ish in that apparently someone was standing too close to this young lady,
Real close.
and she didn't like it. I guess she was just there, you know, trying to find like go with everything pieces that won't break the bank.
Do we have the video of this? Are we doing the video here?
So I think we should just toss it up without audio for a
Yeah.
little bit.
I've only
I just
watched
wanna
it
see
48 times.
I can't. I'm one of these people that when I'm in the grocery store at this point, I've gotten to the point where I don't really like it if people are standing too close to me.
Yeah.
But at no
don't
point have I
either.
gotten so riled up that I decided to start throwing hands.
No, well, I think she was crowding the other girl's space.
Yes.
And let me say this. It's clearly marked on the floor where you're supposed to stand.
Oh, I mean, if you're in an establishment these days, you know where you're supposed to stand.
I definitely want to commend the videographer here. They certainly could have gone landscape with the phone, but their distance and framing throughout this entire process is pretty electric. You get the entire context of what's going on from the point that they start, at least. The follow-up comments are always hit or miss if you get like more story from the person that posted it. But she did say the woman who seems to be the troublemaker in the striped dress had apparently like shoved multiple people before the fight broke out. As someone who worked in retail for all of high school and all of college, shout out to Whole Foods, this wouldn't have gone down in my establishment. Someone would get in linebacker Terry Tated if you start throwing hands in the bulk aisle.
You would have just pulled them off by the back of their shirt and been like, "Nope,
Yep.
it's like a toddler.
You're
It's
outta
like,
here.
You're done." The
real
wanna give a
MVP.
I want to give a special shout out to the girl in the jeans and Allbird looking sneakers who really got in the nitty gritty
yeah.
of it. She was in the bottom of the dog pile there.
Yeah.
It's like a rugby scrum.
She got after it.
Who's your real MVP?
It's the guy, because this dude he gets them out of the store. He doesn't give in. They're yelling, "Where's my purse? I gotta get my purse.
I need my fucking purse,
Terry." And he's just like not having it. And he is forcefully shoving her out of the store, which a lot of people are scared to put their, you know, this
Yeah.
could end poorly for him. He could lose his job if corporate doesn't like how he handled this. And I think he handled the situation pretty well.
He handled it better than me because I think my natural reaction if I was trying to get the woman in the striped dress who really wants her purse. Like, first
I want
of all,
my purse.
ma'am, you're going to get your purse. Like, they're not just going to steal your purse. It's Bath and Body Works.
Right.
Like, you're going to get your purse eventually. But I don't know if I would have had a better move than just bear hugging her and trying to carry her out myself. And that would have gotten me fired from BBW.
I do want to give out the intern Klein Escape and Survive Award to the young woman who pulls up the partition here in the background. She kept her distance from everyone, guarded the registers, made sure that the rest of the squad was in good position. And she got back by the cashier's stand and was like, hey, I hope this turns out well for the rest of my teammates, but I'm still clocked in. And my shift ends in 10, so I'm going to stand here on camera.
She's going to catch a most wanted contract.
I'll get everybody back in the store afterwards.
She had the argument like, no, I'm gonna go watch the register. I don't want someone coming back here and like doing anything reckless.
That's smart.
But
exactly.
I mean, no one's actually going to do that, but that's the excuse if you don't want to get dirty here.
You know, I kind of feel for these people because like imagine you're just there trying to illuminate your space with lamps that stand out from $15. And then the next thing you know, you lose your purse, you're getting thrown down, you're having two ladies tackle you, you got the dude walking over. Everybody kept their mask on except for the purse lady.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Dude, they're just trying to go to Bath and Body Works, and instead they're just getting their body worked.
She did kind of get worked. Although it was 2-on-1 for a minute there. Like, it wasn't necessarily fair.
There was a surprise appearance from what I would like to deem a juggalo, not by size, but because of outfit style. Nobody in Scottsdale should be rocking a black crop top and black, Daisy Dukes and black, boots, basically, and jumping into fights in the middle of the mall.
The other lady was dressed like Beetlejuice.
We're really lucky we did not see any spill out.
That's the most surprising thing.
Yeah.
Especially with the woman you just referenced. What just happened?
I thought so.
Did I just do the Steven
You said
Tyler
spill out, and all of a sudden your laptop flipped on its back. I was like, oh, what just happened under the table here?
Steven Tyler doing like the mic thing, somehow bringing it
Caught
back.
it with your foot.
Jeez.
Yeah, that is a hallmark of these videos. When you see them, these fights bust out in restaurants or in retail establishments, and we've had a lot over the last few years. A random T showing up is almost to be expected, but it's also what keeps things from going as viral as they could a lot of times. And I think that's what helps this video, stay going. And no product really was knocked on the floor.
Yeah, that is a shocker.
Oh yeah, and that one of those stands with a bunch of like, I don't even know what scents they have, like papaya and passion fruit. Like if body wash, if one of those stands goes down, it's knocking over every other stand there.
Absolutely.
It's going to be ugly.
And they're lucky she didn't get her hands on like a Brita water filter or something, like to just start swinging around. Or
it's over.
A ninja.
I was in a gas station the other day and I saw an altercation start breaking out.
Oh.
It was ugly. A woman was turning in her lottery ticket.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And she was... the gentleman at the counter, who I am actually pretty close with based on how often I go to this gas station, he scanned it and he gave her $25, and she was not happy with that because she was positive she won $50.
Oh, okay.
So she started accusing him of stealing her money, and he was like, I'm scanning this. Wow. What do you want me to do? So she started yelling, like literally yelling in the middle of the store, where's my fucking money?
Where's my purse?
Give me
my money.
Fucking money. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. I never at one point thought like, I'm busting out the phone. I'm gonna escalate the situation from afar.
You strike me as a bust out the phone and look down at it. And
100%.
And like send a text.
I looked over at this other guy and I gave him one of these looks that just goes like, whoa.
Need a Waze app, but for like altercations like this, like you can just tap on your phone, like shit going down right now inside of, I don't know, Spencer's.
Yeah.
Back by the black lights.
Mm-hmm.
Back where there's like a study hard poster. It's the chick in the schoolgirl skirt.
The periodic table of sex positions.
There is some stupid shit at Spencer's.
And there was some stupid shit from Spencer's that was on my dorm wall.
Dude, a Belushi, dude. It says college on his sweatshirt.
Sick.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
The male version of Breakfast at Tiffany's. You love it. Is there an establishment that you can see yourself getting into this type of altercation? Not necessarily a situation, but like what environment is most likely to lead you to this outcome?
This is a hard question.
Don't all say summer moon while waiting on your order, because I feel like that's up there for me. Or any coffee store where it gets a little over zealous with how many people are in there.
Wheatsville, the grocery store closest to my old apartment, Dave.
Where they don't acknowledge me.
Where they don't really, yeah. And I ordered.
They profile me.
I ordered a sandwich there the other day at noon. I was quite hungry.
Okay.
It said it was going to be ready at 12:18. As I stood there at the sandwich stand at 12:48, my sandwich was still not ready.
Dude, this happened to me. I thought it was just me because I was wearing like golf clothes.
I thought they were doing a Wilmons bid on me because when I went up to inquire about my sandwich for the third time, and I was very nice about it because these people look beaten down behind there. They need more people making sandwiches back there. It's just a manpower thing.
Well, it's a coupe.
Or woman power.
It's a coupe, yeah. It's a good coupe. Why do they put the dash between the O and the
I don't get
it's
it.
weird.
Coop.
And so I went up finally and said something the third time, and I was like, hey, did my order just not come through or something? And they literally said to me, they were like, there's a handwritten note on here that says you changed your order from 12:20 to 4:20.
Oh.
And I was like,
Wait a minute.
I was like, is this a bit? Like, what's going on? Like, this isn't Wilmon's? And I didn't know what to say to them, and I had nothing else to say, but I don't know how I could have possibly done that. And then the guy looked at me and he was like, I am so sorry. And then they immediately made my BLT.
Like, major shouts to you for once you moved away from that neighborhood, being very willing to throw the name of the company on there. Because before it was only Co-op. Now they're out. I knew who it was, but
have they lost my business? Certainly not, because I really enjoy their sandwiches. So
Okay.
I will keep going there, even if it takes an hour.
My go-to butcher
okay.
has implemented the ticket system. Mm-hmm. And you can't just walk up and start talking to the butcher.
Right.
You walk up and you get your ticket. And they have a sign that says it. And I follow the rules. I abide by it. I get my ticket and I stand there and I wait. And there's a number of people who don't. And they try to go up there and just walk right up. And these guys, I'll just say it, it's a Central Market. They will straight up ignore you. They won't tell. And that kind of, I'm like, why don't you just tell them? Like, they don't talk. They won't be like, ticket system. And these people are like, I need some fillets. I need 2 prime fillets. And like, they're just not getting it. And then they get mad. And then they look over and they're like, is there a line? Be like, yeah, there's a ticket system.
Yeah.
And like, they're not happy. Nobody wants to wait for meat.
I hate waiting for meat.
It's the worst.
When I want meat, I want it now.
I want that cod.
Okay.
What are you making with the cod? You getting some tacos off?
I don't know.
You can blacken some cod and make some real good tacos out of that.
You don't think I'll do it?
Thick
Dude,
cut cod.
I didn't say that.
I want some. I want your pre-made shish kebabs, pre-seasoned.
I'm a fan.
I love a good kebab.
I do too, and I don't want to make them ever on my own because it's too much chopping and too much dealing with it. I'd rather have them do it.
I would. That's kind of the go-to post grad. I'm having friends over at a place where I've got a good grill move. Is that you grab some kebabs? And it's like, oh, this is gonna go great. I'm not gonna say I'm anti-kebab, but I'm on the side of the fence of like, all right, now I've got to de-kebab all this shit on my plate. And I've just got kind of like a deconstructed fajita.
Well,
here.
you never know if when you get to the point where the meat or vegetables aren't just falling off. You get to the point where you're like, all right, I'm gonna wedge the fork into the middle of it and then scrape down, and you never know if you're gonna make your plate fly off the table into someone's lap.
Yeah.
You know what a lot of people do is the hot dog bun kebab. Squeeze it. I don't. Dylan probably does.
Dylan definitely does.
Dylan's kebab is just a skewered hot dog.
It's just 4 hot dogs
Just
on a
sausage
skewer.
on stick.
Yep.
Uncooked.
Jeez.
What?
Yeah, Dylan's always like that. He's like, you don't have to cook hot dogs.
Well, I thought you said he stays a quarter cooked at all times, just in case.
Stays a quarter something.
Yeah.
Jeez. Anyway, I'm trying to think. I was at Home Depot for a minute, and that's like the last place I would ever get into it with somebody. First of all, it's very spread out. Everybody seems to be very friendly. Everybody's there just because like they're obviously like they got something they're working on. They're focused. It seems, and everybody's like they're not jovial, but like everybody's kind of got this understanding. It's like, yeah, man, I'm doing some shit today.
Yeah. It's where doers go to get shit done, though.
Yeah.
So makes sense.
Didn't you go to Home Depot?
I went to Home Depot the other day. Yeah. Yep. I had all my clothes packed away, so I couldn't put on my everyman's outfit a la John Duda. But I feel like I got some respect there.
Okay.
I was wearing a Masters shirt, which I think plays in Austin more than it plays in like northern Michigan.
Probably.
It was just a T-shirt.
Dude, you can wear whatever you want to a home goods store, like Ace or Home Depot. Like, there's an understanding. It's like, dude, I just mowed the lawn and I just replanted some stuff, fixed a pipe. I stink.
I just make sure my
Covered in
face looks
poo.
beaten down. Like,
Exactly.
I've been working, I've been grinding.
Didn't
Unlike,
even wipe the dirt off my face.
like, you don't want to be like first few weeks at a job, Micah, and walk in there.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that. And if you do, you've got to roll the shit out of your embroidered sleeves, like up to the elbow, and like know that, hey, you're ready to now get your hands dirty and do a job. I did unlock what I feel like is the biggest achievement thus far of my DIY journey is walking into Home Depot on Saturday. Older woman, probably 50-ish or so, kind of, made sure she had my attention. She's like, excuse me. I'm like, what's up? As I'm walking in, she's like, you don't do any contracting work, do you? Do you? And I damn near jumped and clicked my heels as I was waltzing into Home Depot. I was like,
Yes. Let's go.
hit it. She didn't see me then loading like lumber into my vehicle, which does not scream contracting work whatsoever. But
You're putting off foreman vibes.
I had to look.
I didn't know you're that 70s show guy. Oh, Ed. Can we talk about Jeff Bezos real quick, or his ex-wife?
The Bays?
Wow. Put some respect on Mackenzie's name.
Bazed and confused.
Dude, his ex-wife is marrying a science teacher.
Okay.
What a glow up from this guy.
What kind of science teacher? Like high school? He's not like a professor, right? This dude's just like...
No, it's a school teacher. I don't have the grade level.
We need his LinkedIn.
Dan Jewett is the gentleman's name.
Do you have a copy of his syllabus?
I don't, but I do have the book list for next semester. So now, Dan Jewett, there's no man that wouldn't be out kicking his coverage by marrying Mackenzie Scott. You know, incredibly philanthropic and hardworking woman. Shout out to International Women's Day.
Major shouts.
You know, as men who respect strong, powerful women who then can allow me to do absolutely nothing and not feel bad about it.
Buy me a PS4.
All good. I'm in. I have no shame. Dan Jewett's definitely leveling up here. Like, do you immediately become like next in line for assets? Like, I'd sign a prenup, no question, but I would also sign like a rider being like, I will never carry a wallet.
No.
Like, I will wear a shirt that says Mackenzie Scott's husband 24/7.
I'll get a face tattoo.
The rest is my black card by standing by you. Literally.
I wonder if she's diversified into crypto.
You have to wonder.
You got to hedge your husband's fortune with like some Ethereum.
If you're this guy, like, I'm sure it's found in terms of where they met, but I don't care about the truth here. Like, how do these paths cross? And what shot are you shooting if you're him?
Is she on Bumble?
Match.com probably, or Farmers Only.
It's got to be a Raya girl, right?
Is that the one that Dillon couldn't get into? What's the one that...
I think it's Raya.
Dillon's just, yeah.
Rava. I don't know. Modern day eatery across the street. I don't know.
Hey, so it is a private school.
Okay.
It's for grades 5 to 12, and the tuition is very reasonable. It's $38,000 a year.
All right. You know, with merits and whatnot.
That doesn't seem reasonable.
It's not.
It's quite expensive.
It's a brand new Jeep.
That's SMU's annual price tag, basically.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go to that school.
No.
Well, yeah,
he's
you've
done
already
teaching,
graduated.
right?
No, this might empower him. This might let him like go off the books and do some alternative science stuff and just see what he can get away with. Like, I don't need this. If they bring him in for like a performance review, he's like, you know what?
Is he trying to get fired to get a severance?
Yeah. I think probably.
He's staying on desk like screaming out, "Captain, my captain," after this for sure, right?
Okay.
That's going to hit like in 2% of our listening audience.
Dude, it hit with me. I'm a big fan of the Dead Poets Society. DPS, sign me up.
I was more of a Dead Presidents guy.
There we go.
I had a really bad tweet one time about Dead Presidents Society, or Dead Poets Society, sorry.
Let's hear it.
Well, it was a Sunday Scaries tweet. I had never seen the movie before, and I did a tweet, and I recorded a scene before I knew how the scene ended.
Oh.
And I was like, oh man, this is very Scaries-esque. And then I recorded it and tweeted it before the scene had really finished. And I was like, I got to delete that tweet. Luckily, I only had about 20 followers at that point in my life, so it wasn't a big deal. This was probably 8 years ago, so I feel good about it now. Or I don't feel good about it now, but
Which scene was it?
The scene where he takes his own life.
Okay.
It's not happy. That's a great movie.
Very
noted
good.
Robin Williams hater.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Wow. He doesn't believe laughter's medicine. I don't respect that.
Has he never seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
It's a critical movie for any 80s, 90s kid. Devo. I guess I should say a product of the Devo decade, or kids who had divorced parents in the 90s. You got.
I thought you meant like Whip It.
That too.
Correct.
Matilda's in
Whip.
So this dude said he's joining his wife's commitment to pass on an enormous financial wealth to serve others.
I'm not following up Devo.
Dude, they're underrated.
Imagine did she have a bunch of money before she married Jeff Bezos?
It's hard to say.
Because
I don't know.
Imagine if you just married someone and it's like, all right, now we have to give away all this money. That just be not many people are confronted with that like on day one of marriage. It's like, all right, so what are we doing today? We're going to give away generational wealth.
I'm in.
Sounds like a fun little way to do it.
Give me that job. Mm-hmm. Like your life just turns into Shark Tank from that point on, but for nonprofits.
$53 billion on Mackenzie Scott.
It would be great if he, this guy, like, just pivoted from teaching science to just, like, class warfare, like, talking about this, we need to tax the billionaires. Just going after
I believe
him.
that is Mackenzie's mindset, or, like, she's very vocally said she's going to give it all away by the time she's gone.
Is that like how Elon Musk said he's, like, a minimalist now, and, like, now he just lives in a $12 million home in Austin? It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You didn't
So minimal.
Yeah, you're not living in, like, an apartment on Brody.
You can't be a minimalist and trying to go to Mars at the same time. Like a minimalist, like keeps to themselves and like doesn't really enjoy doing. I don't know.
I love it when people are like, yeah, I'm giving it all away. You know, none of this goes to my kids. You're like, yeah, some of it probably went to your kids.
Like, he's literally doing the most.
Yes.
Be into Norwegian furniture now. I'm minimalist.
I guess
Is that a CBS show?
The minimalist.
The minimalist. I'm so tired of watching The Good Doctor for 10 minutes after The Bachelor's over.
Are they back in season?
I don't know if it is, but like it's the perfect show to be on for a few minutes as Sally and I scroll our phones and like look at Bachelor takes online real quick, and then for me to get interrupted scrolling my timeline for Sally to be like, "Oh my God, that's not how you would never do this in the operating room. Are you kidding me?"
Okay.
I'm like, okay.
All
Sally.
I know is that dude's a motherfucking toilet seat.
Huh?
Every time I tune into that show, that dude is just pounding out some chick.
Oh, the good whatever.
The Good Doctor. Are you thinking about the I shouldn't even act like I know how many different shows are on.
Isn't he the good doctor? The
Good Doctor's the one with Asperger's, or
correct, or something.
or is it Asperger's?
I don't know.
You watch it.
I think he's on the spectrum.
On the spectrum. There we go.
Well, all I know is
autism, I'm sorry.
The dude's just constantly getting laid.
That is, I have the screenshots of that promo.
This guy just
The
can't
Willie
stop.
or Won't He promo, and it's like an overhead shot of him and a woman in bed, like laying on their backs, fully clothed. It's them two, and then a huge block lettering shot of next week. Will he, or will they, or won't they?
The answer
and then
is
it's
will.
like her
They
sitting
will.
on the edge of the bed, and I'm like, okay, we're really just propping up. They're gonna bang, like cut scene.
They call him the good dictor.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
I mean, it's pretty much what they do for Fantasy Suite. So who am I to shame them if it's scripted TV?
Do we get fantasy suites tonight? That's what we get tonight.
Sweet.
Sweet clowns. Clowns. We have a new sponsor alert. Anyone want to do the Dillon new sponsor alert thing, or should we just make something else up?
New sponsor alert.
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
This new sponsor is a very welcome sponsor for your boy. I don't even know if you guys know this about me, but you ever heard of the phrase green thumb?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't have one of those. I have two thumbs.
You do.
They don't do much.
this guy.
They give a
Hey.
thumbs up to Bloomscape, though.
And shout out Yang Gang. Sorry, he's big thumbs up guy.
Oh, cool. I like a good thumbs up. I don't have a green thumb, which means that I kill plants at a rapid pace. And if anything, I've needed a company like this for so long because I want plants in my place. It livens it up, it cleans the air.
They look good. They make you feel good. Get you in touch with the earth.
Well, some of us need a hand in this case. And that's why I love Bloomscape. They make it easy to find the perfect plants for your space and keep them growing all year long. Mine just came in the mail the other day. They deliver healthy plants right to your door, plus all that grow how you need to help them survive, thrive, do everything.
That's my problem. I don't think I have a green thumb. We had it early on in the quarantine bit where we did we planted some stuff. Well, turns out when it's -7, a lot of that stuff doesn't last.
Yeah. It's tough.
And even before that, I wasn't real sure which ones do I water,
Right.
how much do they need. It gives you all the tools you need.
They have several different options for you. So if you have a ton of natural light in your place, or if you have direct sunlight, everything like that, or if you hardly have any, you can find a plant that you need. Thousands of people have already upgraded their spaces with their beautiful indoor plants from Bloomscape. You guys know what I got?
Which one did you get?
I got the Schefflera arbicola.
Okay.
You guys aware of this thing?
No.
It's in the extra large category of bloomscape plants.
Love it.
It's described as a fun and easy houseplant with dramatic umbrella-shaped leaf formations and a braided trunk.
Okay. I've seen that. Those are pretty badass.
Pretty sick.
I need to step
Pretty
up my
sick.
indoor plant.
You know
game
which
for
one I
sure.
got, and it's sitting in a box right there, and I have not unboxed it. The ZZ plant, color indigo.
Oh.
What's that top look like?
Hard to say.
Cool.
It looked tight in the photo.
They're not just indoor plant people either.
Nope.
The new outdoor bloom kits from Bloomscape are exactly what we all need right now. It's the easiest, most convenient way to get growing. You can shop a variety of young plants, accessories, tools, and supplies, everything you need to get your patio or porch springtime ready. Their patented shipping technology makes them one of the few who can deliver happy, healthy plants of all sizes across the United States. And I have to say, incredible packaging job from these guys. Incredible.
Can I add that I've lived in my house now going on 4 years, and it has been a never-ending cycle of buy something, it dies, go back to one of the most intimidating environments, a greenhouse that's just littered with things and you don't know what the hell to do. You're asking more questions, getting no answers, getting nowhere with this. And Bloomscape eliminated all of that guesswork. They tell you what you need for your area, with a lot of sun or not, all in.
It's great. It's great. Their bloom kits are completely customizable. You can mix and match sizes and colors. And since no two plants are alike, Bloomscape makes it easy to filter plants by how much light or attention they'll need. Comes with a mix of annual plants suited for your environment, complementary colors and needs, so everything grows in harmony.
Mm-hmm.
The Grow How team is always available to answer any of your plant care questions. Get 15% off of plant orders of $100 with promo code STEAM at bloomscape.com. That's 15% off plant orders of $100 or more at bloomscape.com. Promo code STEAM.
Before you get into Brett's breaking news, can he just recap his weekend while I pee? I'm really sorry.
Brett, what'd you do this weekend, my guy?
Well, whoa, I can hear myself. Now that that's
Shut
out
up.
of the way. We had a nice little weekend in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Had my favorite hush puppy I've ever had in my life, just a TLC.
All right. No disrespect to Captain D's.
That one's over my head. But
Is that a Texas only thing? You won't know. It's
I
a
don't know
fast
what it
food
is.
thing.
I'll say this, though. Hush puppies for me are kind of overrated.
All right.
me too, until I had this one.
Yeah.
It was
A good one will knock your socks off.
it was cheddar and sausage hush puppy.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. This ain't your grandma's.
No. It was phenomenal.
Sorry. No disrespect to your grandma's hush puppies.
I'm sure they're great. I've never had them.
Yeah.
Did a little Matt's El Rancho this weekend.
Very
Well.
jealous of that. Dylan's plans to go to Matt's El Rancho on Saturday completely fell through.
It was very funny how that group text unfolded. Dylan texted us with like a, "Hey,
Yeah.
we doing Matt's?" And I was down. And then Will hit him with like a maybe, but I have
Because
to
you've been
move.
moving all day.
Yeah, my dogs were barking. I was
Yeah.
exhausted, and Dave had a day with Rhodes, and so he was
Yeah.
kind of like,
He didn't. Hey, I mean,
And to Dylan's credit, he just goes, "It's not going to happen, is it?"
and then,
accepted it.
then Dave sent a text to Dylan and I later being like, I think I could make this happen. And then Dylan just said, yeah, I'm keeping a low profile tonight. And I was like,
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense. Let's not make this
one
happen.
other thing before we hit breaking news, I did want to acknowledge the backers are absolutely the realists. I sent those screenshots over the weekend. I don't know if you'd seen it because you were in the heart of moving all day.
I think I missed it.
But there was a backer who had a birthday party thrown by a roommate of hers, entirely Wilmont's themed.
See, that's what you love to see.
Like name tags, Tide was there serving cocktails and all. Streamers, the whole walls were covered in decor with the Wilmont's logo hanging across their apartment. So,
I want an invite to this next one.
I mean, I don't recall the backer's name, and I don't want to out him if, because I didn't ask for consent in that regard. But huge move to have a Wilmont's themed birthday party. So, congrats to you guys for booking events now.
Big shouts.
Yeah.
We don't have a liquor license yet for out of place events, but we'll get one soon.
You just bring an external drinks provider. That works.
Is it time for Brett's breaking news?
do it.
Do you want,
Sure.
you want your theme song?
Yeah, what is it? Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Thank you for having me on today. Would you guys like to go, KJ, since you're the desk?
Yeah.
I will leave the floor to you for first pick. Let's go Burger King, Generations Old Monarchies, or Austin Real Estate.
Let's see. I'll have it my way last. Let's go with Austin Real Estate.
KJ, According to austin.culturemap.com,
Okay.
the record for the most expensive house in Austin has been shattered.
Let's go.
Meant to tell you guys, my reload got bumped up by a few months. I'll be down here in the
Oh.
summertime. So.
Hey. So you want to guess the price here?
38.
15.
38.1.
I guess Will wins. 38.9.
Let's go.
Was what it was.
Randy's no help, by the way. Over your shoulder, he just put up a 0.4. But
What does that mean?
Exactly.
Very helpful, Randy.
I don't think he understands that 40 is not oriented the way that he put his hands.
So this is a relocate. You know who this is? Nobody knows yet, but it's apparently an A-lister.
You fucker. I thought you were going to actually know who it
I
was
don't know.
now.
Yeah, I
Because
thought
we've
you
been
were
trying to
dropping-
figure out who this was for months.
It's an A-lister.
It's not Saban?
I saw him out at ACC, man. He was playing, I swear, with some of the boosters.
11,405 square foot house with custom quarried limestone,
Okay.
African sapelli wood, Brazilian ipe wood in the guest house, obviously.
You got to hit your guess with the Brazilian ipe wood.
Absolutely.
The wall in the I'm just going down the list here. The wall in the main house is molded like the bow of a boat. Excuse me. Floating staircase in the main house. I don't know how that's possible.
Nude
Just
mermaid
floating.
now?
Where does a floating staircase even go to?
Venetian plaster walls and ceilings. A powder room sink carved from rare black limestone.
Okay, that's a little dated.
Seems unnecessary.
Fireplace hearth made of soapstone. A private lagoon. And 3 Sub-Zero wine fridges.
Oh.
I don't really need Sub-Zero in my wine fridge.
Do you need a lagoon, though?
The private lagoon.
I need a grotto.
A mainstay of any tour of the Playboy Mansion.
And there's no indication as to who bought this.
No clue. They went through Catherine Scarborough and Michelle Turnquist of Angle and Volkers.
Okay.
Got to think that's going to be a nice little payday.
I was
for
about to
those
say
two.
let's do 3%
Yeah,
on
what's
40 million.
Yeah, shouts to them.
It's a big
them.
number.
Good for them.
No indication though.
It's a little gaudy for my taste.
I like to keep my homes under 40 million.
Well, you should reach out and see if they need any help mounting their TVs.
Ooh, that's a good call.
You and
good
Drew,
call.
man.
Yeah, we're a team now.
Hunk Mounting is the name.
I tried
College Hunks Mounting.
I tried to offer Drew a beer during it, and he said, "Do you have any whiskey? I'll just take that on the rocks." And I was like, "That okay."
It's like 2 in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
I was like, "It's 3." Like, what do you? Okay.
Did he have some whiskey?
He had numerous. Yeah.
Okay, Drew.
Wow.
Yeah, it went well.
I'm excited to listen back to the episode to hear how the new move's going.
Not great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, never mind.
Okay.
I was about to go down the Dave Matthews Road. And
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Nah,
apologize
we'll
for
save
anything
that
I may or
one.
may not have said about Crash. Generations old monarchs.
I don't know if you guys caught this interview last night with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Oh, unfortunately, we've heard, or I've heard.
I caught a little bit of it.
What it feels like to me is that they were treated horrendously
Yeah.
as a member of the royal family, and they call it the institution, which is kind of
The firm.
badass. But yeah,
Well, there's a difference, Brett, between the institution and the family,
news to me.
per them.
I'm not. I didn't watch it. I'm just Washington Post is the highlights. So I don't really understand what's going on here. It sounds like there wasn't anything new that was divulged besides like the kid thing, which is pretty damning with Archie, and that Meghan had suicidal thoughts while she was a part of the.
Those were the two big hitters
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I am just floored and shocked that the royal family has some problematic stuff.
Who would have known that the royal family has skeletons in their closet?
Crazy.
Did they ask about Prince Philip during the interview? Or sorry, not Prince Philip.
Andrew.
Prince Andrew during the interview. Nope.
Unclear.
Nope.
But they said all topics were on the table, so you got to think that.
Except for the one who might be connected to a global pedophilia ring. That one's
Could-
not
could-
on the table.
Yeah.
I do plan on going back and watching the majority of this, but I did catch the last about 25 minutes last night. With commercials, that means I caught about 5 minutes.
Mostly looking at you because you are the royal family expert.
Yeah, I think, and as I told Sally and Dave's wife Alyssa this morning, I think I'm going to take a step back from caring.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's it. That's where you draw the line.
Yeah, I just I enjoy the crown, but as far as the current family goes, I don't think they're worth even putting any emotional investment into as a common person from a country that has nothing to do with them.
You know, if I was Harry, you know what I would
We
have
didn't
said?
fight that war to get away from them. You know what I mean? Oh.
Hell yeah. If I was Harry, I would have just been like, I'm not going to let you wear your crown this time around.
Okay. Randy Rogers. Not a lot of people would have got that one.
You know what Meghan should have done? She should have gone up to the queen and taken the tiara off of her head and put it on her head and been like,
Damn.
it's me now. I'm the queen around here.
I'm that bitch.
Yep. Sorry, that was a bachelor joke.
I'm going to go ahead and guess that the page 6 spin would be American media laps up actress's story or something along those lines. Like, they're just going to spin this as she's an actor. She's, and they're feeding into her game.
Yeah,
British tabloids are
Ruth.
They're going to have a time with
Racist.
this.
They're meanies.
They're very mean.
They're
Were
meanies.
basically saying that she, like, everybody goes through the scrutiny and the public pressure. Like, get over it.
Yep.
Yeah, and everything
Wow.
she said last night, it's like, I was treated a little differently.
Yeah, just
The bits that I kind of took in after the fact, it's always good to have a reminder that Oprah is absolutely still effing queen in that kind of form. Like, we don't have too many of those shows outside of those. I don't watch 60 Minutes or anything. It's not my cup of tea, but Oprah still is freaking queen when it comes to like making an interview like that, where it just covers so much ground with such a big, ambiguous story, and making it be like, all right, here's a conversation. Feel it out.
She killed it.
Yeah,
Speaking of queens, happy International Women's Day.
absolutely.
Shouts to
Speaking
Will
of International Women's Day, Burger King UK.
Such a professional.
the scene is tough.
It's not going well for them. They decided to tweet, and I quote, "Women belong in the kitchen."
Send.
Send. Somebody hit send on that tweet.
Do we know if they press send or did they schedule it?
3:01 a.m. local time. So, to me, that's that little trick of scheduling it for 1 minute after 3 o'clock.
That's a trademark move over at PGP.
It's like starting with like the 7th check in your checkbook.
This was via the Twitter web app.
Twitter. I don't know if that
That takes
means more
that
schedule.
takes TweetDeck out of the conversation.
It just means more.
Yeah. So they decided to follow up that tweet with a thread saying, and I quote, "If they want to, of course."
Well, hold on. Read the whole thing.
Yet,
It's
if they want to, of course. Yet only 20% of chefs are women. We're on a mission to change the gender ratio in the restaurant industry by empowering female employees with the opportunity to pursue a culinary career. So they clearly followed it up, knowing that obviously that was going to be the follow-up tweet in the thread. But somebody, and I very correctly pointed out that could just fit in one tweet.
Yes.
That could
Yes.
just fit in one
okay,
tweet.
but if they did that, would it have brought as much attention to their new scholarship program?
I don't know.
You know what I could use in this thread?
I don't know.
In this tweet thread? A link to what they're actually doing.
Yep.
Like, they need to have a website here that's like actually informational to show that this wasn't just a reckless tweet and like a claim. I want to see a website that spells out everything at this point. Is their social media manager, is whoever's in charge of their social media going to have a job by the end of the day?
Yeah.
Dude, this is a highly effective tweet. If what you're looking to do is get some engagement, then this
They got all of the
it.
engagement.
It's 108,000 retweets right now, 120,000 quote tweets, and 412,000 likes.
And counting.
If they really wanted to support the movement, they could change their name to Burger Queen.
Okay.
That's-
just
see?
for a day.
Just for a day.
Thank you, David. That's a good call.
Dave, you just solved their problem.
We're
Hit
taking-
me up. Mustard Whopper, underrated.
Like,
Musty Wops?
Musty Wops.
I will be as incredulous as all of the customers in their fake videos when you tell me that you can get 2 burgers for $4 and I'm going to drive away if you change your mind.
Oh, it's a bad commercial.
It's the worst commercial. But I'll be as shocked as them if any material changes come out of it. I don't think there should be.
Yeah,
it's just a poor execution.
The third tweet in the thread is, "We are proud to be launching a new scholarship program." So it doesn't exist.
They did what they call burying the lead.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll ask the question that's on everyone's mind.
Burger Queen is the best marketing.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
Hey, guys,
all time.
guys.
It's good. Y'all fuck with burger or chicken fries?
I'd fuck with some chicken fries.
You know, I
Ooh,
like
a
my
French
chicken
toast guy.
fries.
Can I give a take that's inevitably? I can't talk today. I'm sorry, guys. Gonna get me roasted
You never had them.
That lit's a one-hit wonder.
at most. The Burger King chicken tenders, the buffalo chicken tenders with the sauce. my favorite chicken tender on the planet.
Nah.
Okay.
We got to end this podcast. We got to get out of
Well,
here.
All right, man.
Guys, yeah. So with that, I guess tell your friends to subscribe.
We stand a Burger Queen.
Shout out to all the Burger Queens out
Shout
there.
out to all the short Burger Kings.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Anyone want to do it for Dillon?
Nobody knows how to
Bye-bye.
end the podcast when Dylan's not here.
Bye.
I gotta go. I got a tinking. I got to get out of here.
Perfect.
Bye bye.